Good morning, or maybe it's good afternoon, and it could be even evening when you're watching this. Well, whatever time it is, I hope it's a good one for you. I'm Marva. Good morning, Gaston. Thank you for coming by. Welcome, welcome once again. Thank you for your time, for your effort here. Thank you for your thumbs up. Yes. And on this beautiful morning, cloudy morning it is, though we have some blue skies. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. It's evening for you. Yes, good evening, good evening. Beautiful morning here. I hope it's a great evening where you are. Yeah, we have some lovely bananas growing in the garden. 5 p.m. You're 9.5 hours ahead of us. It's only about 7:30 a.m. here on a Tuesday, October 28th. And today I'm going to be focusing on the container section of the garden. Yeah, we have some work that needs to be done here. We have some work in there. We have quite a few containers that I need to focus on. Got seedlings down here. And this is a lot of papaya seedlings right here. Good morning to all. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing if you have not yet done so. And as we're here, I'm thinking about those in Jamaica right now who are going through the most severe hurricane. Yes, morning for us. So you are already into the future that I'm trying to get to, huh? Now, how is the future looking there? Yes, thank you for coming. Yes, so we're thinking about those in Jamaica and the rest of the islands around. And through a terrible hurricane as we speak. So please keep them in your prayers, because we know at the end that you're from India, Gaston. Yes. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping. So we have a lot of work to be done here. So let me go ahead and start. I need to weed out these things here, these weeds that try to take over. And pineapple plants, they are very prickly. So let me see if I can show you some of the prick. Good afternoon for you, Joe. Thank you for coming. Yes. Look at them. I'm trying to see if you can. I don't know if you'll be able to see the pricks. This right on the side. They are very sharp. So you need to be careful when you're hanging around pineapple plants. I have an aircraft overhead making that noise. My today plan is to work in and clear out these containers, clean them up so that we can get rid of the excuse me, can get rid of the weeds so the plants can be at their best. So that's the plan for today. And as we have been talking about weeds, you need to get rid of the weeds because they will harbor pests. The pest will come, and you don't want the pests in your garden. And these pests, especially in this area, we'll get a lot of white flies and another type of pest called aphids. They'll damage your crop. So we need to do something about it, and that's what I'm planning to do now. Now, I haven't been able to come over here for a while because of what's in this bin. If you've been here, I've been telling you about this compost bin that's overtaken by some bees that started making their honeycomb There was a big hive in there, and then now there's a honeycomb. At the end, before I close out today, I'm going to show you what it looks like in there if you have not yet seen the video. So now I'm able to come over here because I can only see about one bee in around. So, and when they left that bin, they came over here and tried to make a hive in this tree, the sugar apple tree. That didn't last very long. So once they left, oh, look at this. Oh, I didn't see this. We have under this tree, we put our kitchen scraps under here. Now I knew that this plant, we have harvested some sweet peppers from this plant, but I didn't realize that there are more coming up now. We harvested sweet peppers months ago, and I left this plant in it. But look at this. Wow, there's another one right here. Didn't know. My favorite plant, oh my goodness, there's so many. Well, and coconuts. That's the favorite because coconut water is my favorite beverage. So I'm going to go with that. But I love pineapples too. But coconut water, I'm going to say coconut. And so we have coconut trees here that are bearing fruits. There are about 1, 2, 3 of them that are bearing fruits. There's another one back here. I can barely see. What is back there? Yesterday I did an entire tour of the garden. No, not yesterday. It was Sunday, the day before. So if you want to see a tour of the garden, check out Sunday's video. That one is called Pruning While Touring the Garden. Your favorite plant is banana and coconut. Okay. All right. Anybody else want to tell me what their favorite is? Augustine says it's banana and coconut. So what I'm doing with these, I'm putting them in a container because, as you know, I'm going to put these in my mulch bed area, and the weeds will now turn into soil. They break down with all the other things in that mulch bed, and you get nice soil. I'm gonna put this over here where you can see them. I think you should be able to see better from this angle. You hear the birds. The birds are happy. They're here already. Do you have any ideas for planting an apple tree in your garden? No, apples. Well, I have a particular apple. It's called the Otaiti apple. That's the only one that grows here. But all kinds of apples don't grow in this area, in this state. They need cool environment like Washington State. Yeah. So that's where the apples will be. Well, this one is really embedded. This is underneath the plant. And if I try to root it up, it might come up the pineapple plant may come up with it too. So I think I'm gonna have to cut this off. Yeah, I need my tool for cutting. to cut this one. Here, okay. If you just come in, welcome. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. I'm Marva. Thank you for stopping by. And today, I am working in the container section of the garden, getting rid of the weeds in this pineapple section. Haven't been able to come over here for a while because of the beehive that took up possession on this side. So these are really growing big. Get some water. Need to drink some water. Once I'm finished here, I'll show you the honeycomb that's in the compost bin. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your thumbs up too. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. There's a lot to learn. So I'm in the pineapple container garden section, and I'm reading out these pest weeds. Pineapples are tropical fruits. When you plant a crown The head is crowned. When you plant that, it takes 12 to 18 months before you get a pineapple. But if you, after your first harvest, if you leave it, the plant in the ground, you will get another one in a year. So every year, you can get a pineapple from the same plant. This one is very big. I think I'm going to trim. Yeah, I need to trim it. Pineapple plants, you prune it the same way you do with other plants. So let me get that thing and cut them. Okay. I think I'm gonna get a shear instead. This one doesn't work well for that. I'm gonna a shear and trim them. Remember to double tap your screen for a thumbs up if you're watching from your phone. Otherwise, check out the three dots on the top right side of your phone or your device and do your thumbs up from there. And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe if you have not yet done so. These are dangerous. Oh, now I can show you the spokes or the little spikes that are on the plant if you've never seen one. If you look at the right here on the corner, right here. You can even hear it. Yeah, that's prickly. That will tear up your skin. So you should always wear gloves when you're working this. Oh, there are lots of spiders and their webs. Spiders are one of those things that are healthy for the garden. They eat the insects that we don't need, especially mosquitoes. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good morning, or good afternoon, or maybe it's good evening where you are. Thank you so much. I'm here weeding and trimming in the pineapple garden section, the container section of the garden. Sometimes they get overlooked. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your thumbs up. I think I have to go over there. Sorry to turn my back on you. Oh, see, that one stuck me. So when your pineapple leaves are growing, overgrown, don't be afraid. Go ahead and trim. It doesn't damage the plant. It's just like you would trim any other leaves in the garden. They're going to continue to grow. But when it gets out of hand and you can't get by, yeah, you have to trim. And the dead and yellow leaves, take those off too. This one is really growing long. If you're just coming in, welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Thank you for stopping by. Pineapple plants need 6 to 8 hours of sunshine per day. That's why they grow well in tropical areas. You hear the birds? Please remember your thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And when I'm finished in the container sections, I'll show you the honeycomb in the compost bin. The bees took over the compost bin, made a huge beehive in there, created honeycomb. And so now we're able to come over here. In this section, there was a lot of bees. And they were there for about 2.5 months. We thought that they left, and so we stopped up the hole. And then hours later, we saw them come back, and they found a new spot in the sugar apple tree, but they didn't last long. The colony, either they left or the colony collapsed, because I found some in the beds. So I guess they went off to find another place to make some more honey. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming in. Welcome. I'm Marva, and welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. If it's your first time, it's a family garden where we grow tropical fruits, and we have beds with lots of vegetables. Usually at the end, I often do a tour of the garden as much as possible. Right now, trying to weed out this container section of the garden, get rid of the weeds, cut down some of the pineapple leaves. They're overgrown. Over here I have something else in this container that I need to. It's called Leaf of Life. Leaf of Life. And as the name suggests, it takes care of a whole lot of things. So it is drunk as tea. You make tea with it. So I need to trim the bottom leaves. Some are dying, they're yellow. But this is a very nutrition. It has a lot of medical benefits. And it may be known by other names. I think it's also called the Chinese plant, something like that. But this is Leaf of Life. And this was just a small piece of stick. My neighbor gave me a piece of cutting from hers, and it grew really tall. And yeah, this mint, this is supposed to be a mint over here, but it's not doing so well. In here you're looking at, we just planted these sugar cane. Yeah, these are sugar cane. Oh, there's a mango trying to grow here. It can't grow in here, so we might as well just get it up. And this is papaya. We have a lot of papaya seedlings. Yeah, so we already have a lot of papaya seedlings right here in this container. These are papaya seedlings. And we have some over here. Yeah, so I need to clean up. We have some thyme, 3 containers of thyme. We're trying to get some more pineapples. So I'm going to clean up these containers right here. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much for the thumbs up. I see it's going up. I appreciate that. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Oh, and you want to know what I'm doing with these weeds that I just weeded out of those containers? These weeds are going in the mulch bed, which will then turn to soil. Good soil, so we can use in the garden. So that's what I do with the weeds. So almost nothing goes to waste in the garden. We try to do as much as we can with what we get in the garden. This is a dwarf coconut. So we planted it a few months ago as a seedling in this container, and then eventually it will come out and planted in the ground. All right, so now I need to do some cleaning up around this container bed here. Oh, but I need my mask. So I'm going to use since I'm over here, let me just go ahead and clean up underneath this bed. Good afternoon from Romania. Thank you for the like number 8. I appreciate that. And welcome. Good afternoon to you. Now this is underneath the sugar apple bed, sugar apple tree. And yesterday I showed you the one sugar apple that's on it. Let me show you again. See if I can get it. See that one fruit? I'm going to try to get it in the center of the screen. There it is. We have not had any in about 2 years. And this is the tree that also there was a huge beehive here. We had to get the beekeeper to come get rid of it. And ever since that time, we haven't had any fruits on it. So we started feeding it our kitchen scraps. And the kitchen scraps were growing. We got bell peppers, tomatoes, a melon. Everything was growing under here, and nothing was going here until a few weeks ago I saw that one sugar apple. Because, I've been talking to the tree, telling it that I'm going to have to replace it. Tree didn't want that. So that fruit is there. So I guess the tree will stay. So what I'm going to do now is clean up on the bottom. For those who were not here earlier, the bell pepper is fruiting. Look at that. It's bell pepper. And there's another one here. I just happened to see the flowers. I started looking closely and realized, there are bell peppers on it. So pretty soon, we'll be getting bell peppers. So I'm going to wait for them to turn. I think this kind turned orange. Yeah, once it turns orange, then I'll harvest it and get here. So I'm going to clean up under here. I'm going to use my tool to grab these weeds. I'm going to sit you down so that you can see properly. Sorry about that. But I need to fix it. You are not, I don't think you can see clearly what's under there. That's what I want you to see right there. Oops, sorry. Let me just have to take it off and just show you what it looks like under there. Okay, how about this now? You should be able to see better. All right. So I'm going to clean up under here so that these peppers can grow. The only thing that we planted under there was the pineapples. And these need to be trimmed also. But the other things just started growing from the kitchen scraps. So let me trim these. Thank you for coming. Remember your thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. And if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. There's a lot to learn on this channel. You learn a whole lot. For example, these things that are growing down here are volunteer plants. This looks like sweet potatoes. Now, we didn't deliberately plant sweet potatoes down here. So whenever you have something growing in your garden that you didn't plant, that's called volunteer plants. And I don't know, I don't think, there's more. I see ackee. Yeah, kitchen scraps and scraps from the garden. There's even sorosib vine, and this vine will choke the plants. So we need to get it out. Don't need that. So a lot of volunteer plants under here that we don't need. I see papaya seedlings. Lots of them too. Lots of papaya seedlings. See, look at this. Let me show you this. This is a mango seed. Mango seed, and it's growing. But we can't grow a mango under here. So that has to go. This is an ackee seedling that has to go. Let me put away my shear. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. Good morning or good afternoon, or maybe it's good evening. Whatever time it is, I hope it's a good one for you. Thinking about those in Jamaica right now, we're experiencing Hurricane Melissa, the worst tropical storm. No, the worst storm, not a tropical storm. The worst hurricane to hit Jamaica and the surrounding islands. But Jamaica is taking a direct hit. Haiti and the Dominican Republic experienced some of it already. Fortunately, we had loss of lives. You know? So let's keep them in our prayers. All these are volunteer plants that we really don't need under here. These are fruit trees growing under here. We'll keep the pepper, and if there's any tomatoes, we'll keep that too. But fruit trees, no. Make sure you can see. Here's another ackee tree trying to grow. You know, kitchen scraps are great fertilizer for your garden. If you just keep using your kitchen scraps in your garden, you probably won't need to purchase fertilizer. But you can also make your own fertilizer. The simplest one that I can think of right now is putting your kitchen scraps in a container, adding water and some coffee grounds, and leave it in the container covered for a few weeks. 3 or 4 weeks, you open that, you know you have fertilizer because the smell is going to hit you. And once you take that out, once you get ready to use it, you cannot use it straight just like that. It will burn up your plants. So you need to double the amount of water in the container. That's what I do. Put as much water, and then you fertilize your plants with it. That's free fertilizer, your own, from kitchen scraps. This plant here is not doing too well. This pineapple plant. So many things were growing around it. All right, I'm going on the other side now. Thank you for your time, for your thumbs up, for subscribing, and please share the videos, and that way the channel will grow. We got a lot of ackee tree trying to grow in here, because when I harvested the ackees and cleaned them up, I threw the pods and the seeds in here. So all of this is going to go into the mulch bed to create soil. All the clippings, leaves, and such things go into the mulch bed. Grass clippings. Put you on the other side now. If you're just coming in, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Cleaning up this sugar apple tree. And if you're thinking about making your own fertilizer, there's a video on this channel that tells you how to make your own liquid fertilizer, all from kitchen scraps. You don't want pests to take up residence in your garden. You need to evict them, or else they will damage your crops. So getting rid of these is a good idea. Get rid of the weeds and the unwanted plants. Almost done. Time flies when you're busy. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your thumbs up. And thank you for subscribing to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Even if you're not a gardener, you'll be educated about the crops, about gardening. And if you'd like to help the channel grow, I ask that you subscribe, share, leave a thumbs up, please. And if you'd like to do more, click that join button and become a member. You get exclusive access and more, all kinds of perks. So thank you in advance for joining. Thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, looks like I've gotten most of the unwanted plants. We're going to leave that sweet pepper, bell pepper plant that's already fruiting. It's right here. This is where it is. Yeah. I'm going to show you one more time for those who did not see before I leave this spot. And before I'm finished today, if you'd like to see the honeycomb that's made by the bees and the compost bin, then stick around. Let's get rid of this grass right here. Because okay, I need to do one more thing. Let me clean up over here. I'll bring it over here. I need to use the weed whacker to get rid of the weeds. These tall grasses right here. This tree is a star apple tree. It's a tropical fruit, star apple. Not star fruit now, don't confuse it with the other fruit called star fruit. This one is star apple. So I'm going to clean up around this container section. I have to get my mask. Okay. So whenever you're using something like this, I'm going to show you. I have to put you up so you can see. Thank you for coming. Whenever you're using this machine, always make sure to protect your face. Wear your mask. Yeah, my glasses protect my eyes. So I'm going to clean up right around here. And around this plant. So let me put it so you can see the plant. And the areas where your lawnmower cannot go is where you'd use this machine. That's that compost bin where the bees were, so we couldn't get back. I mean, there's some bees still inside, but at least they're not around on the outside. See, looks much better. Under there, looks much, much better. Let's do this part and then I'll show you what's inside that bin. Need to go back there too, but I think I'll do that next time. Let's do underneath this banana. This lovely bunch of bananas. Here, look at that. Okay, so finished that part. I promised you that I would show you the honeycomb in the bin. I'm going to use my gardening tool here to open it. I'm using this. So you can see the honeycomb. Oops, the whole thing came up. There it is. That's the honeycomb. A few bees are still in there. Yep. Once that honey is finished, they will be finished too. And for a while, we couldn't even get by this. See that banana up there? Couldn't get to it when they were over here, all over the bin. So that's the honeycomb. Let me see if it can get even bigger for you. There it is. I'm going to try to put the cover in its place without disturbing them. Yep, so if you just came in, you're looking at a honeycomb. The bees commandeered our compost bin. Took it over for the last 2.5 months. There was a huge hive in there. They created that honeycomb. And that's it, folks. That's what it looks like. Just keep them in there. So it gets tight because some of the honey is on the corner. And yeah, so that's what that looks like, folks. So I got to do what was intended today. Today's intention was to work on the container garden over there. That was done. I was even able to do more because underneath that sugar apple tree is also cleaned up. So what I'm going to do now is take that barrel right here with the weeds and put it in the, I'll take you over there with me, in the mulch bed. All right. So let's go over to the mulch bed area. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your thumbs up, guys. Remember your thumbs. And some of you here think that you've subscribed already. But check it out. Check out the subscription section and see if you subscribe. If it doesn't say subscribed, then you did not subscribe. So go ahead and help the channel to grow by subscribing. This area is our mulch bed area. That's where we grow our soil. Yeah. Come over here also with the, I think I'm going to do that too, with the weed whacker. Because some areas are growing. So, weed whacker. Right here. Yeah, cut down the grass. Oh, there's some right there too. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time, your thumbs up, and for subscribing. There's always something to do in the garden. Well, this is it for today. Tomorrow is another day. And I think I'm going to charge this up. I'm going to be using this a lot tomorrow morning, God's willing. So let me take you back over here and show you how I clean up. Cleanup is done right here with the hose. So I'll put you down. And good morning to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome.